Welcome back to another episode of Had to Be There. There's a throwback episode, or as we like to call them, Time Capsule Thursdays, because we're silly like that. This episode, like all episodes, is brought to you by our media partner in crime, Furry Turkey. Check out furryturkey.com for all the Had to Be There merch and more information on what the heck a furry turkey might be. This episode is also brought to you by Board at Work. Check out boardatwork.shop for a bunch of skateboard-inspired clothing, inspired by our favorite skateboard tricks. You'll look great out there this summer, shredding the gnar in some fun t-shirts and hoodies at boardatwork.shop. This episode is also brought to you by the Candy Collection, Daddy Dirt's tattoo-inspired clothing line with the summer tee out there. It's a tie-dye tee with fun sugar skull that's tattoo-inspired. I think Daddy Dirt might even have one of those on his butt cheeks. Not sure. That might be a secret. Don't tell anyone I told you that. But anyway, hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get started.
Shut up and sit down.
Daddy Dirt and Mommy Mike present Had to Be There podcast.
Every day.
Every day St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. My retirement goal is to open up a pizzeria / pub in Ireland and just bring the Irish American pizza.
What type of pizza? You gonna have thin crust, thick crust?
You know what kind? The fucking famous crust. I think it's thin. Yeah, it's more thin than thick.
You can do all homemade. Like
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. No, we'll do some frozen, some homemade.
Yeah.
Some Romas, just to
So
give them the
good.
true experience,
So
but then
good.
other homemade. I was trying to figure out like what would an Irish pizza be. I came up with like braised lamb and maybe some like diced potatoes and forget what I was gonna do for the
What's
sauce,
that
but like a deep red wine, like a burgundy sauce on it.
That would be good. What's like a type of cheese they like?
Call it
Goat
the
cheese?
shepherd's pizza pie.
Like goat cheese? Or what do they like? What type of cheese?
Well, they have that like good Dublin or Irish cheese.
Yeah, you could
Sure,
do
goat
that on
cheese.
pizza.
Yeah. There's some options, I think. But I think too, like you go over there, there's not a ton of like American food.
Do cabbage and
Yeah.
cabbage and that type of cheese, like the Dubliner cheese.
Yeah.
For like
It's all just nasty ass Irish pizzas.
oh, some nice soggy cabbage.
Soggy cabbage. There's no grosser vegetable than soggy cabbage.
That's the only thing I think though. Like I
Yeah.
don't think it's like good cabbage. It's just soggy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge cabbage guy. I like kimchi, which is fermented cabbage.
You couldn't pay me to eat soggy cabbage.
Yeah, like when you do corned beef
Yeah.
and you just let it soak, like the cabbage soak in like the juices and stuff all day too. Why would you ever want to eat that? It's so gross.
it's like eating wet lettuce.
Yeah.
Like lettuce that's on the verge. Lettuce that's on the verge of being
Yeah,
rotten.
like a bowl of cereal but with lettuce and water.
like wet cereal that's been sitting there for a couple days in water.
The soup is pretty much just cereal with vegetables, if you think about it.
And it's warm.
Yeah.
No.
But it's like you eat it the same. You're spooning out chunks of food out of a liquid broth.
Not really.
Yeah,
though.
there's no difference between eating chunky vegetable beef original recipe and eating a bowl of Captain Crunch, in my opinion.
Remember when they
It's the
do
exact same
remember when
thing.
they do those? Who was the Philadelphia Eagles player that always would do the chunky Campbell soup commercials? Who? Oh, it was Donovan McNabb, and his mom would make the Chunky's Campbell soup.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Chunky's Campbell soup? Campbell's Chunky.
It's still there, dude. When I was sick last week, I had it every single day.
It's so good.
It's 99 cents a can. And except at a gas
Yeah,
station,
yeah.
it's $3.99. Maybe I think it's like $1.99 or $1 a can. It's really cheap though. I stocked up their chicken noodle. They have an old-fashioned traditional chicken noodle, which is bomb, and they have like a more like it's just like chicken soup without the noodles, and that's good too. And then they have a chicken wild rice soup, which is good. It's
Yep.
like chicken noodle, but instead of noodles, it's rice. It's not wild rice; it's just white rice. and then their old-fashioned vegetable beef.
Vegetable beef
stew.
is legit.
So good. That's
So
the best one.
That's the best one they ever made.
I'd have that for lunch, and then I'd have chicken soup for dinner. Because I wanted the wife to think that I was like really trying to be healthy. So when she was home for my meal, I was getting the chicken soup out. But when it was game time during the day, no one was here. Vegetable beef.
Oh,
baby.
so good. What we went to Costco the other day and got. I love ramen. I'm a college student at heart and a Chinese and a Filipino boy.
Yeah.
And we got
No, you're not a Filipino boy. You just have the metabolism of a Filipino boy.
same difference.
Yeah, you're a cool boy.
They had individual packs. I don't even know what it's called. I have to find out. It's spicy ramen.
Was it like a Asian brand, like the?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go
It's
home.
probably the one that's like all over Target.
And I'm gonna go home and have
gas
one tonight.
stations. So good.
Dude, they give you like 20 or 30 packs.
You know what we're doing for dinner tonight? Chinese takeout. So good.
From where?
We're gonna try a new
Ivy?
place. No, we did that last weekend.
When's the wife coming home?
She should be home by like 7.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lady's going to an apple orchard with her friends. She's going at 3 o'clock. It's a
Perfect.
little early on the season for an apple orchard, in my opinion. It's
Yeah.
in September, a little early,
Yeah.
but not my problem.
When you're basic, you gotta get out there, you know?
Gotta get out there. That ad. What was the ad? Potbelly. The
Yeah.
ad of no
pumpkin spice. So funny.
So-
That's how I knew about the
Yes,
shakes. I
yeah,
went and
yeah.
got one today. Yeah, they're I love it. It's like anti-marketing. They're like, fuck pumpkin spice. We don't have it here. You won't find pumpkin spice here.
They,
And I love it. It's what every brand should do.
aside from like they're a massive chain. Aside from like Mickey's and their shakes, dude, I gotta take you to the Mickey's that we go to.
Yeah.
The Mickey's off of West 7th though, that's closer to the airport. Not the one that's downtown St. Paul.
Not the OG one.
Yeah, the one that's.
I've never been either.
This is the OG one.
Oh, it is?
So the West 7th one that's closer to the airport, I'm pretty sure is the OG one.
Okay.
And their shakes, dude, are
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
So we gotta go there, but I would say franchise, like big name, Potbelly has the best shakes ever
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, I can't go there without getting one.
Mm-mm.
That's why like I would go there more, but every time I go there I have to get a shake and I don't always
Yeah.
need a milkshake.
I always do.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, I know even if I don't need a shake, I'm getting one.
Yeah, it's a rule. That's why like
Yeah.
when at like work people are like, "Do you want to go to Popular?" It's like, "No, because I can't have a milkshake for lunch
Because I'm gonna
during
fall
the
asleep
during the
at my
week."
desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into a coma because I don't have the metabolism of a Filipino boy. I have the metabolism of a 50-year-old white man.
It's okay. I have the back of a 75-year-old
Yeah.
white man. So
Yeah, I've never been to either Mickey's.
this one's awesome, dude. This is. I think we were talking about this. We were talking about this last time. Like what we do if we had a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Like later on in my career, every Tuesday morning, Lady and I are gonna go to Mickey's Diner, get breakfast, and I'll get to work when I get to work.
Yeah.
But like that's what I want it to become, where it's like it's a routine.
Yeah.
And it's like it's what we plan on. Like it's our date.
Yeah.
And we go there, have breakfast together, hang out, talk a little bit, and then we both go to work.
Well, and that way too, if one of you gets murdered, the detectives will go to Mickey's Diner and be like, "Hey, do you know these people?" And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, they're in here every Tuesday." You know what? It was kind of weird. They weren't here last Tuesday.
Or they were, and I have an alibi.
And yeah, who knows, dude?
Or she has an alibi. More like she has an alibi.
Well, no. See, in my scenario, one of you got murdered, not doing the murdering.
Oh.
So you don't. When you're the dead one, you don't need an alibi. You're just dead.
Yeah, but when you're the one who's the spouse,
That's true.
you have to come up with an
Yeah.
alibi.
Okay. So both of you got murdered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be more
And
like
the
it.
waitress should be like, "Yeah, that cute couple comes in here every Tuesday, and they always leave by 9. I saw them last Tuesday." And then the detective will look at each other and they'll be like, "She was the last one to see them alive."
Isn't that amazing? Like, think about it though. Going to a place and just having a spot to go.
Yeah.
That's
Just
like
having
the dream, dude.
having a table.
That's the dream.
having
like, you just,
having
yeah,
the usual.
You just walk, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll just have our usual.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. Yeah. But we're going to a new Chinese place, so they won't know our usual. It's just up over. I don't know. We're gonna try somewhere new.
Did you guys ever have those Have you ever had the egg roll from Quaviet? The one that I always have for breakfast at the state fair?
No. I've never been there.
We gotta bring you those egg rolls. You know how we introduced you to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Gotta introduce you to those.
That's
egg
the
rolls.
only time I've ever had
Change,
Chick-fil-A.
hey, change your life, dude. Hey, change your life.
I've had Chick-fil-A once, and it was that time.
And it changed your life.
With the creamy sunshine.
And it changed your life. Have you ever Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't introduce you to that. But Quaviet egg rolls, and their lo mein. The lo mein and the egg rolls, we'll bring them to you. Best thing ever.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, we almost went to Raising Cane's for my brother-in-law's birthday, but he didn't wake up till 4:30 in the afternoon, so we just went to Sunshine Factory.
That's what happens when you have hookers and cocaine every night. So that's what happens.
Quite the life.
Quite the life.
Yeah.
Especially when you're making enough money to order a brand new truck. You order it. You order it. You ordered it.
Yeah.
You didn't go out and like say, hey, I want that one on the lot. I'm going to take that one home. You say, no, I don't like any of them on the lot. I'm going to order the truck that I want.
Yeah, he's a G. What do you expect?
Just pimping. Still lives at home, but pimping. Oh, no, he doesn't live at home.
No.
But he pays $200 a month for rent.
400, dude. Double what you thought.
Half of that goes to hookers and cocaine. So.
It's quite the life, though.
It is quite the life. Couldn't last. I'd probably be dead by now if I was doing that.
Yeah, I can barely live as is. I don't even really do anything.
You think you're gonna stay alive today?
Yeah, I made it through. I'm in a much better mood. Yesterday really sucked.
You didn't tell me about yesterday morning.
Toilet overflowed.
Oh.
Okay, so
Which one?
upstairs.
Oh, so it wasn't the one that you guys think is broken.
Yeah, no, that's the same one that always overflows.
Yep.
I'm not sure why the other one is broken.
Okay.
So I wake up, I go to the gym, try to go to the gym, get there. The whole street around the gym is closed off for some street festival thing.
Yep.
Can't figure out how to get in there. Wife's already in there, so I'm not sure how she's gonna get out because she got there about an hour earlier than I did. And I was like, hey, I couldn't get into the gym, so good luck getting out. Apparently they had some detours to the back way. But so drove there, couldn't go there, so I came home and I was gonna go run errands. Because I had to print off some pictures and just print off some shit and then go to the store. And I come back, go pee, flush the toilet, water starts rising. Quickly turn the water off and spend an hour and a half trying to we have a auger and a plunger, and so I was just going to town at it and couldn't make it. Just made it worse. And so I text the wife. I'm like, I'm so pissed right now. I have so much other shit that I need to get done today. You're gonna have to figure this out. And she did. She did an awesome job. Called the plumber. Came this morning and got it all fixed. But it was just especially after not being able to go to the gym. Whereas if I would have been able to go to the gym, I wouldn't that wouldn't have happened right then. And then it just got in my way of doing all my other shit. And so I had to go print off photos. Go to Target. Apparently Target doesn't print photos anymore.
Nope.
The closest one is 30 miles away from me that prints photos. So then
Go to Kinko's?
no, I went to Office Depot because I had to print off a document.
Yeah.
And then I just went to Walgreens and printed off photos, and they were actually really good. But just inconvenience after inconvenience. That when I was at Office Depot, their printer broke, so the guy had to help me out. Got free printing out of it because he was just printing off his own computer in his office. But it was just a shit show of a morning. And then finally got going to the gym. Took me a half hour to find the right back road route.
Behind the soccer fields and come up that way.
Yep,
right?
and go through neighborhoods to get back in there.
Yep.
And finally, I got so lost. I was just I'm just gonna try to go in this general direction. And I finally went around the corner. I was like, oh, here it is. It's weird. You just pop right into it.
You had to go by the hockey arena and come back up that way.
Yeah, you come in through the hockey arena.
Yeah, back up that way. Yeah, because those are all the back roads. Yeah.
Yeah. So but then finally got in, and then from there my day was good. But it was just such a shit show.
I would have run myself into a telephone pole at that point. As the pictures were not printing out at Office Depot. Yeah. After I would have gotten that printed off, would have run myself into a telephone pole.
It was hard not to. But got through it. Actually, pretty minimal damage. But just a hell of a morning. Night made up for it though. Got nice and toasted.
Yeah, that's what
Some
happened.
sake bombs.
Sorry, man. You're gonna have to butane it up. So nice. Sucking in some butane.
Am I on the right end here?
Yeah. Just light the edges of it. Probably work. You have to really suck down on that.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk while I'm doing this.
No, I just want to watch you.
You don't have to be dead silent.
Because it's thoroughly pissing me off, so I just want to watch you try to do it. Twist it, do the edges. Yeah, there you go. It's just burnt really deep in the middle.
I see.
Yeah.
Slider's almost quiche.
Yeah, you're good.
I love a good canoe on a stogie.
You know what I was thinking about as we were at Sierra was, like you said, canoe, paddle boards.
Yeah.
I want paddle boards so bad. There you go, you got it.
Yeah. I hope the parentals pull the trigger on some of those next year.
Yeah, that would be nice. But
I would love even just to get, like, if I could rent one and go with the lake right across the street.
Yeah. Well,
That was so much fun, especially because everyone else passed out. I mean, you just kept
We were out there for
kept
like an
on
hour,
drinking
dude.
and just paddling and crawfish fishing and
dude, we were up there for like an hour. That was awesome. That's crazy how clear the water too was. Think about
yeah,
like we grew
that's a
up.
beautiful
We
lake,
grew up
dude.
one of the
And
dirtiest
as
lakes
far
ever.
away as it is,
4 hours.
it's at least 8.
At least 8.
It's a really nice, clean lake.
Mm.
Probably because no one can get up there. It's so
Yeah,
far
It
away.
takes for, and it's such a big lake.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super nice how clear it is. We grew up going to the dirtiest lake in Minnesota.
Yeah. E. coli. Lake E. coli.
Good thing though that the brother-in-law started that.
Yeah.
If I'd taken a dump in the water.
Well, player's gonna play, you know.
When you gotta go, you go. I'm surprised these cookies aren't gone.
You haven't even dipped into them.
I
yet.
did actually.
You did?
Yep, one. I had one.
I fell asleep with one in my hand the other night. We crumbled it on the couch. The wife came out the next morning, and I had like woken up in the middle of the night and gone to bed, and she's like, I woke up and went out and just saw nothing but a half-eaten cookie and cookie crumbs covering the couch.
Yep, sounds about right. I've fallen asleep with.
I was just covered in Reese's wrappers.
I've fallen asleep with peanut butter on a spoon in bed.
That was like on my bachelor party. I woke up and was like had my hand under the pillow and I was like feeling sand. I was like, what the hell? I don't think I brought sand into the bed. Like, are the sheets dirty or something? And I like finally like kind of get my eyes open and I pull back my pillow and look. It's just a chocolate chip cookie just crumbled up that I had just fallen asleep with in my hand and just mashed it all night long.
Oh man.
I'm a mess.
Saying how you're gonna be at my bachelor party.
I refuse to be the drunkest person at your bachelor party. You have to be the drunkest.
Not gonna happen.
You have to be it.
I want to just get to a point where I'm in a good situation and I'm not dead.
Yeah.
So I won't be taking pulls of Jameson on the lake like you did.
Yeah, that was my biggest mistake. But you know what? Someone had to.
Why not you? You know?
Yeah, no one else is.
Yeah.
I'll fall on that sword.
I love ashing on myself. I love having nice ashy skin.
Call you Ash Ketchum. Get it?
I'm smoking this bitch down to the nubby.
Yeah. You need a nice roach clip.
Yeah. Whoa. Jeez. Oh, please enlighten us about your far out thought that we were talking about podcasting.
Oh yeah. So, I was telling Daddy Dirt over here. You know, like how social media platforms started, and you know, it takes a while for that stuff to catch on sometimes, and a lot of times, like famous people embrace those first because they kind of see that as marketing, and they kind of set those standards. So like Instagram, where
Influencers.
some people might have accounts, but a lot of celebrities hopped on that
Yeah.
and became influencers and stuff, and then the rest of the population kind of follows suit and tries to mimic that. And I think that's a little bit of what we're doing with this podcast. Is we want to start a brand and a business and mimic some of the podcasts that we enjoy to try to reach our audience and interact with them that way. But I feel like podcast is like kind of that new medium where more and more people are going to start having their own podcasts, and that could be like the new way of just staying in touch with people. Like instead of like looking at, oh, this person got engaged because I saw it on Facebook and I liked the photo of them proposing or whatever. Oh, I heard about that on their podcast because that couple does a podcast, and they live in a different state, and that's how we stay in touch with them, and they tell us about their life and shit.
But it had to do with every major city's gonna get bombed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think. Not even if it's a bombing or natural disasters or whatever, but people are gonna seek out more isolated states to live in, because I think people are just getting sick of populated areas, and I think technology and services and delivery stuff, like in groceries and resources, are becoming so convenient everywhere, where people are going to be more willing to go and seek isolation. You might live in a little small community with some friends, but your family and other friends may be across the nation in another little small community or something, and that might just be like how people stay in touch then. Instead of looking at Facebook, it's all about, you have your friends in your ear once a week telling them about your life or jokes or whatever.
Be a scary spot to get to, but
yeah,
I don't think it's far.
I mean, think about Instagram. It's a lot of like video based stuff now, where people are talking in the camera. Like that's not a far step away from YouTube, and YouTube's not a far step away from podcasts or vlogging or. Obviously YouTube is vlogging, but a lot and maybe it's not even podcasting. Maybe it's more like a vlog type deal. But that's vlog and podcast is super similar stuff. A podcast is probably a little bit more raw, depending on how much you edit your vlog or podcast. But it's the same concept.
Well, and that's how the algorithm works for Instagram. The more videos you put up, you move up in everybody's feed depending on what videos you put on there.
Yeah.
So like that's what we've talked about, is like the more live stuff you do and the more video stuff you do.
Yeah.
Think about it. Everybody that you watch on your first 10 people is the people who post the most videos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's puddles over here, dude.
Story of my life. I had to wear my floaties everywhere.
Yeah. I was out on the lake a couple days ago, and there was this mom who was on a paddleboard with her little kid, probably one or younger. Yeah, on the lake on a paddleboard.
Up north?
No, on the one down here.
Okay.
When I was on that boat thing for work, and so this mom was on this paddleboard with her little baby, and the baby couldn't have been older than 1.5.
Yeah.
And it was sitting still and stuff, but all it had on was water wings. It didn't have like a legit life jacket on. So like think about because a lot of kids' life jackets have like the neck float thing, so that they don't have to hold themselves up. They're just propped up, and then it has a handle so you can lift them up. Like if this baby would have fallen, the mom didn't have a life jacket on, that kid's gonna be struggling. And then you got to figure out how to get down on your board and pick up the baby, and then it's gonna be all freaked out. Like, why would you not have a legit life jacket on it?
Seems like an absent mother to me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe it was Casey Anthony, and
she was hoping for something.
Yeah.
She was hoping for something.
I don't know what happened. This big carp came out of nowhere.
She was hoping for a big boat to drive by.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Fuck Casey.
Where did you go out? Where did you leave out of? Excelsior?
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Dude, that town is popped up. I haven't been there for a couple of years.
It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much.
I felt claustrophobic.
It's like
in it.
DT Dubtown.
Yeah.
It's like too much.
Well, and DT Dubtown's still nice and open at least. It's the little area's gotten a little bit too crowded, but it's nice stuff. Excelsior just seems more like
It's too hard to drive in and out.
Too much on top of you.
Yeah, it's
there's not enough parking. Like,
well, there's only one street, Main Street, to come down and out of.
Yeah.
But DT Dubtown is. Yeah, you're right. It's way more open.
I went to Adele's after on my way home.
I mean, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, me and the chick on my team that's from over here too. We were like, let's go get some ice cream. It's so good.
Yeah, because they closed down at like the end of October. So.
Yeah, and I fell asleep thinking about how good that custard was. And I love that you can't go and pick infinite flavors. They have different flavors every day, and you have like 3 options to choose from.
Well, and they have their flavor of the day, which is always fire. My favorite one is the like black raspberry chocolate.
That'd be good. I think their flavor of the day was maple nut on this day. I got chocolate, and then Gromington got vanilla.
I'm gonna be honest though. I think my favorite ice cream spot, probably Licks.
Yeah.
Licks is always good. Licks is
but
like
that's just Kemp.
bring you back to being a kid.
Yeah, it's just Kemp's though.
Yeah.
Like,
brings you back to being a kid.
yeah.
We were looking the other day, like around our area. There's a shit ton of ice cream places.
Yeah.
We're like, ice cream near me. There's a bunch of little shops everywhere. Not just Nelson's.
Yeah.
Because Nelson's is in St.
so
Paul.
good.
It's in St. Paul. But not only Nelson's, but like everything. Are you falling asleep?
No, well, there's
on the Tribe?
There's that place downtown over by like that.
Milk Jam Creamery?
Well, that one, but the other one over by the Stone Arch Bridge, kind of.
I'm out.
You want the rest of this?
Mm-mm.
Over by the Stone Arch Bridge, I forget what it's called. But there's a bunch of little independent shops and stuff. There's a place up by the store here that's ice cream and French fries, and it's like a little like old-fashioned shop.
So smart. Think about what you do every time you go to Wendy's. Get a chocolate frosty, get French fries, and dip them.
Yep, so good.
So smart.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, we open up that shop and then put an ice cream parlor right next door. Epic. Epic.
Waffle fries.
Yes.
So you can fully dip them.
Yes.
That's the best.
Yep.
Waffle fries, you can dip them.
Yep.
Chips with the dip.
Yep. Chips with the dip. Chips with the dip.
Every time ladies like chips, I go, chips with the dip. That's a good idea. That's a fire idea.
Yeah.
And you literally have like you specialize in a couple flavors. Oh, we're out of that flavor, and you tell people you update it on your page, like your Instagram page
like,
for the day.
Hey, we only have 2 buckets of this. Like, come get it while it's cold.
Yeah, come get it while it's cold.
Yeah.
So awesome. And then that's it. When you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
And that's.
It's all about surprise and command.
When we make our own stuff.
Yeah. Well, we don't. The women do, because they're running the shop. Because that's their jam. They'll be making French fries and churning ice cream all day long.
Yeah. That was a good cigar. Smoked it down to the nubs.
Yep. That's why I call you Nubs.
Nubs.
It's not because of your small demeanor below the belt. It's because you smoke them down to the nubs every time.
Literally never has been said about me.
Oh.
Seriously though. Okay, this is what the sound of a good whiskey is like. Done.
So squeaky.
Just
love it.
I just keep dipping. Chips with dip, you know?
Why not, dude? Oh, and what you were asking when wife's gonna get home. Even when she gets home, you don't have to go anywhere.
No, I know. I gotta get home before 7 o'clock though. I mean, jeez. I got shit to do tomorrow. I gotta be up at 4:30
Like
tomorrow.
what?
I have to be up at 4:30 tomorrow. I'm going to the office early, my friend. I'm out on Friday, going to Chi-Town.
That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm getting a tattoo on Friday. My buddy's got to work.
What are you getting? The script?
So I'm gonna get the script. I'm thinking about doing the spine tattoo too.
Oh yeah.
But if he doesn't give me a good price on the spine and the leg, I'm gonna add more to the leg.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add more to just that script.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't,
Do like some smoke behind it or something?
No, I'm gonna do like a 9/11 thing.
Okay.
I think I've showed you it, where it's like I gotta show it to you because I can't even really describe it. It's like the World Trade Center towers and then a big 9 behind it. It's
Okay.
it's like a negative image.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Here, I gotta show it to you. It's super.
That
sweet.
sounds really cool.
Yeah. How about that guy that we follow on?
That BK guy,
Oh my gosh, his
BK tattooer, I think he's out of South Korea.
Yeah,
right?
something like that. But I want to get the 9 and the negative image. So the 9 and the towers. How sick would that be?
That'd be
Behind
cool.
the script?
Yeah, I feel like the guy in Chicago could do that really well.
Yeah. And then just do the towers and the script, and that's it behind it. So we'll see. Yeah, the BK tattooer does a lot of sweet sketch art stuff.
Yeah, you could do your whole leg with that. Just his portfolio on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. You sent me a bull.
Yeah.
That I think I'm gonna do, on my hamstring.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be sweet, cause it's like super sketch art.
Hamstring, you should do a pig.
Or I want to do this. This is the coolest image I've ever seen of a bull.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But the sketch art one's really tight. I don't know why I like that stuff. So just because I like the rough looking stuff.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be done for a while?
Probably late winter,
Yeah.
like before spring.
Yeah.
I'll get another one. I don't know what I'm gonna get though. But yeah, I just have to save up for, I got like, yeah, that's insane. I love that. I kind of got my original idea done now.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm on to new stuff. So I want to really think about what I want next and where I might want it and
Placement.
yeah.
Placement. Once you're done with your idea, placement.
I have one idea that I know I want, so that's one where I'm just gonna go to Craig and be like, here's what I want. Where would this best fit?
Yeah.
With like on this arm.
What is it?
So it's gonna be like a bottle of ink.
Yep.
With a quill coming out of it,
Yep.
and on the bottle of ink, there's gonna be a label with the DMT molecule symbol on it. Because DMT is what you experience when you die, and my theme on my arm is kind of life and death.
Yeah.
And it's all like the message kind of like you write your own story, and then at the end of your life, you experience all that DMT, and either you look back and you wrote a good story, or maybe you wrote a shit story and you got to read that shit story over and over again for the rest of your life.
I either think like on the back of your tricep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or on the inside of your arm.
Yeah.
That one, the one on the inside of your arm can either be like something real big, like a face or something, or you can do something like that where it's like, it has to be really defined because that's super soft skin, and it's a really good canvas. It's a flat canvas for them to work off of, so you're not going to lose the image. Yeah. Or like on the back of your tricep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And my concern is I want to do the owl here, so that's going to be feathers, and then the quill's going to have the feathers. So that inside of the arm might be good because it would be isolated from that. I kind of want to do the boar's head here, but I'd be down to do that too.
That's the thing is on the front of your bicep, that should be the biggest and the clearest image that you want to put.
Yeah.
So like that, when I put the lion's head there, I didn't really know, but I was like, that's the perfect spot. And honestly, if I would do it over again, I would have gotten the lion's head bigger. I would have gotten on my full bicep. Yeah. So I would have done it here and here, and it would have gone all the way up.
So you think maybe having some tusks coming up in there? Yeah.
But it's got to be.
I would probably do a rose like in the inside, and then have the boar head coming out from the outside.
On the front of your bicep where it's the most readable image, and it's like it's a prominent thing. Because I think the front of the bicep is the coolest part. Yeah. Yeah. I think it looks so good when you can get a big image on the front of your bicep. It looks sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And he's good, and he's very good in terms of shading, in my opinion. Very good in terms of shading, and I
think like placement.
Yeah.
Like the way he's kind of worked my sleeve.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best in terms of placement. Yeah.
Even your Johnny Walker one.
Yeah, it's like that's where it should be, and it's super dark, and it doesn't. Because if it was on the front of my arm, it would overarch everything because everything on the front of my arm is shaded. Yeah. And it's all shaded from like a inward out, so it gets darker on the edges. Where that one's a hard black image, like black and gray image.
Yeah, he went over some of my shading again, like he did this area, just to make it that much darker.
Yeah, so it pops. Yeah. And it makes the waves pop more. Yeah. That's more like a Japanese style. And I like what we were talking when he shaded the petals out rather than from the outside in. Yeah. Because the petals look better when they're outside in. So he he did lighter on the inside and then out is darker on the petals. It looks sweet.
Yeah.
It's definitely like more Japanese style.
And that's what the front desk lady said. She's like, your arm looks so good. I've never seen Craig even try to do Japanese style before.
Yep.
And he just nailed it.
Yep. And like when I was in there getting the you said it's one of your favorites is the thistle.
Yeah. That was sick.
The guy walked up to him and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you could do that." And Craig's like, "I mean, I'm willing to do anything." He goes, "I'm willing to try anything."
Yeah.
And I was like, it just a shot in the dark. Like I knew he was good, and I think that was the first one he did with me.
Yeah.
Because I got the angel done on my back.
Yeah.
And then he was the first one to do something on my arm.
Yeah.
And just killed it. Like literally couldn't be any better than the image that I gave him.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah. He's insane.
Yeah. And I think he's very good at doing defined images. So like the sketch art stuff, guy in Chicago is very good at doing like the rough, hard, gritty because he doesn't every tattoo he's done with me on my leg hasn't been a single a single needle. I call it a single needle. It's not a single needle, but he hasn't done like a lining. He hasn't done a lining needle.
Yeah.
He's done a shading needle. Craig's very good at lining needle stuff, like really good at lining needle stuff and making it very hard to find images.
Yeah.
And the guy in Chicago is really good at doing the hard, jagged, really rough. Like he did the Batman thing on the inside of my arm, and it looks exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Like just hard. Yeah. It's crazy when you go to different people and you can like figure out what they're doing. Like if you were to do your other arm, you can totally do it a totally different image and find somebody or go to the same person.
Yeah.
And push them. See, like that's why I think Craig likes seeing us too, is because we have images that we want him to do, and he just has to figure it out.
Yeah, we're not like walking in with like, oh, we want.
We know you're good at this, so do this.
Yeah.
We go, this is what we want.
Yeah.
You figure out how to do it, and he does.
Yeah.
He figures out how to do it.
And it's like I want it to match this style. Like
Yeah.
even though this is kind of Japanese, he still made it illustrative enough where it matches everything else on my arm.
Yeah, it's cool when you find people that, and I think that's probably what gives him energy too, because like we've talked about it too. It's like he does stuff that he wants to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't just tattoo to tattoo. Like he does stuff that he wants to do. Granted, I think he likes both of us.
Yeah.
We both like just visiting with him, like just shooting the shit. But we also like push him to do stuff that he doesn't. We don't look at his portfolio and are like, hey, we want you to do this. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because we know we're very particular about what we want.
Yeah. So it's like,
So
hey,
we're like, no, we want this. You do it.
yeah, you figure
and
it
put
out.
your flare on it so it
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, you figure it out.
But
Ooh, Irish guy switching to the Irish.
yeah, slancha, dude. Not that I need it. I'm gonna pass again today.
No, you'll be fine. You just have a little sipper.
We're both going out of town this weekend.
We are. Where are you guys going again? North Shore?
North Shore
Yep. That'll be fun.
anniversary.
That'll be fun. You're gonna hike a little bit?
Yep.
Gonna bring out your beat up Under Armour boots?
No, I'll wear my warmer ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. I think wife was looking up some trails and stuff, and we're gonna find an Ollie's and get pizza and stuff.
If you
Have a nice dinner one night.
If you don't shit in the woods, you didn't hike.
You gotta listen to the latest Fighter and the Kid. Brendan Schaub has this funny ass story about he was on a hike and he ran into a few fans
Yep,
at the
I
entrance of the
listened to
hike.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
so funny.
Yep.
That's what I listened to outside
Yes.
Friday night because it was Pete's birthday.
Yeah.
And I called him and wished him a happy birthday, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Have you listened to that yet?" And I go, "No, I'll listen to it tonight."
It's so funny.
I was dying.
Yep. Yeah, if you didn't shit in the woods, you didn't do it right. That's what I did, and it was amazing. Yeah, I wish him a happy birthday too.
I always call him because he doesn't text me.
He texted me
So-
back. It was nice and short.
Yeah, it's a hard B-day for the guy.
Short and sweet.
It's getting old.
Mm,
It's getting old.
that's true. I told ladies he's a full 2 years older than me,
Yeah.
so he's old. He's old balls.
Yeah. I'm getting old, dude. I have to renew my license in a month.
I have to change my address on my license, so that'll take me another 8 weeks.
Well, that's why I'm excited to get my after renew it because I still haven't changed my address.
Oh.
And I've been here for 2 years.
Yep, good. Good. Yep. I gotta get my conceal and carry changed to a new county, so that's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
Yep. And then once I move back into the county we live in now, I'm gonna have to get it changed back.
Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be fun. Think about that. When you move now, you have to change everything.
Yeah.
You have to change where everything gets mailed to. You have to change all your credit cards, all your bank stuff, so that your cards doesn't get declined.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
All your subscription accounts and stuff.
Yep.
Dude, that's the biggest.
It's a lot of work.
That's the biggest pain in the ass when your credit card gets stolen. Then you have to go and update your Netflix and gym membership and.
Or when your
Amazon.
Or when your debit card gets stolen.
Well, I don't have a debit card, so.
Well, when your debit card gets stolen, and then when they make a transfer and you have to change all your bank account numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's terrible.
It's such a pain.
Why can't you pay a mortgage off with a credit card?
Because it's paying debt on debt.
So let me get the points, dude.
Some places if you're renting, some places let you do it.
Yeah, they usually tag on a heavy fee.
Yeah, there's not many places in Minnesota
Yeah.
do it, but a lot.
I
of
had
places,
a friend from work that legitimately paid the extra fee to get the credit card points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a $2 fee, it's not that big of a deal. But if it's like a $10 fee, you're still getting points. So that $10 goes towards your credit card.
That's true.
But still, it's $10.
Yeah.
So you think over the span of a year,
$120
$120. No thanks. I'm the stingiest person when it comes to filling up my gas tank. If I can save a couple cents on a couple gallons, I'll go to Costco and Walmart all day.
Yeah.
All day.
I never think about gas because it's just like if I start freaking out and then I'm driving all over the place trying to find the best deal, it's like it's just easier for me to go up and just get whatever.
Well, usually it's on my way.
And I fill up my tank every 2 weeks. I don't really drive all that much. So
and I drive a lot, so it's one of those things. And but the nice thing is when I bought the Jeep, I got the holiday card, so it gave me 10 cents off a tank, or 10 cents off a gallon, so that helps. But yeah, I mean, and most of the time I only do it when it's convenient.
It literally, where I was spitting from the cigar, it literally looks like an orgy happened. It's disgusting. I need to squeegee that down.
Isn't that weird though? Like you have to spit every time you do it?
Yeah.
I used to do that, but now I'm fine.
Yeah, I think nicotine hits me hard.
Like when we go to Anthony's, it's hard for me to not spit.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah, I for sure need to bring in a bottle or something because it's.
That place is legit.
Yeah, the nicotine just hits me hard though. Even like I was sucking on it on my just in the car, just like I didn't have it lit or anything, but just nibbling on it.
Yeah.
And I could feel the nicotine hitting me like within like 30 seconds of putting it in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever had nicotine gum?
No.
It hits you so hard like it gave me an instant stomach ache.
Like a Nicorette?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, why? Why were you chewing that?
One of my roommates in college had it because he like. It's supposed to help with like creativity and writing and stuff. So when he was writing papers, he would chew on it. And I was like, I'll try it. And we were in his car, and I remember like I had to spit it out in like a minute because it hit me so hard.
Why?
It like burns too.
Why?
It wasn't good tasting.
So
gum.
it's like dip.
Yeah, do you remember Mr. Man just gnawing on Nicorette gum the whole day?
Think about that though. Like, why hasn't that become a bigger thing than vapes?
Because it's not cool.
So stupid.
Yeah. Vaping is so dumb.
If they get rid of the vitamin E issue, it'll be fine, but
that's the thing, and that was the THC vapes that just there's no regulation over, and that's why if it was federally legal, there'd be more regulation so that you wouldn't have to worry about people diluting it with vitamin E.
Yeah.
But I think that happened in like nicotine vapes too a little bit, but the more I think. I personally think the ban on vapes is not to save kids. It's because the tobacco companies are threatened by the vape companies, and they are pushing through legislation to make it harder for vapes to sell.
100% agree.
Yeah, they don't care about the kids.
No,
because they could. What's the like? No one.
They're taking away from cigarettes.
Yeah, I get like regulations on like how they're marketing and like their packaging and stuff to not make it appealing to children. They should have very like minimal packaging. And they shouldn't be able to market on TV just like cigarettes. They should have all those same regulations. Yeah. But no one wants tobacco flavored vape. I've had it. It's disgusting. Yeah. It's so gross. Yeah. No one wants that. So you need to at least allow like the cucumber mints or
Yeah.
you know, some alternative flavoring. I don't think you should maybe have cotton candy or Captain Crunch, like because that
peach.
yeah, that could go towards kids
Yeah.
liking that because it's
Yeah.
something that they like. But honestly, your kids shouldn't be having cotton candy anyways. It's nothing but sugar. You're gonna give them diabetes. So that should be like, oh, gross. Like if they had broccoli flavored vape, that's what kids should be attracted to. You know?
Kids would throw up. Kids would be throwing up, which it might be good for them
Yeah.
because no one likes throwing
No.
up.
But it should be strictly regulated, just like tobacco. But
That's what I
they should
said.
not ban it. They're banning it because the tobacco companies want them to ban it.
That's what I've said. It's lobbyists from the tobacco company because they give these candidates millions of dollars
Yeah.
to do this, and they're like, okay, we want you, we're going to support you, we're going to give you money, but you have to lobby against vape companies. Same thing. Tax it at 40% like they do tobacco in Minnesota, and then do the same thing. They have to pay for the tobacco companies, like all those ads about against tobacco and all this stuff. Those are all tobacco companies paying for those ads, saying,
Yeah.
we know it's not good for you, so don't do it.
Yeah.
Tobacco companies have to pay for that. So
Yeah,
why aren't
as
vape
they
companies
should.
paying for that?
Yeah, they should.
They should.
It's the same drug, so why are they not
Yeah.
looped into everything?
Yeah.
Just because it's a different medium of the drug.
It's just because the tobacco companies don't like it because they're taking
I
away from
I suppose technically vape isn't tobacco, it's just nicotine.
Yeah.
Whereas the plant has nicotine in it, but then they have a bunch of extra shit in there too.
Yeah.
Like why how are they not answered like why they have to have chemicals? Why can't it just be tobacco leaf cigarettes? Why do they have
addictive.
to?
Pure tobacco, think about
So
it.
why why can't they illegal like make anything other than just pure tobacco illegal?
But think about it.
It should
We've
only
chewed-
be American spirits.
We've chewed Red Man. You've never said after having Red Man, oh gosh, I can't wait to have Red Man again.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Red Man's pure tobacco leaves.
Yeah.
That's it. You chew on raisins. That's
Yeah.
essentially what you're chewing on. It's not addictive.
But it gets you buzzed.
But it's not addictive.
That's true.
So all the chemicals make it addictive.
Well, and I think nicotine is somewhat addictive,
Yeah.
but nicotine isn't bad for you.
No.
It might not be like great for you, but there's a lot of good things that happen from it, and there's
Right.
not a whole lot of negatives. It's all the extra bullshit that go along with
Right.
the other shit that they put in vapes, the other shit that they put in cigarettes. But nicotine by itself, like the gum, or
Yeah.
if you get like a pure nicotine vape, I guess it is potentially healthy for you. It's probably not healthy to vape anything.
But that's what I want to know. Is
Anything
what
going
is-
into your lungs can't be good for you.
What is the thing that gives you a buzz? What is that?
That's the nicotine.
But then nicotine's not technically addictive. So what gives you the buzz that keeps you addicted? Because vapes, if they're true nicotine vapes,
Yeah.
like Juuls, what gives you the buzz? You know what I'm saying?
It's the nicotine that gives you the buzz.
It's interesting.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's addictive. I don't. Let's see. Nicotine.
Stimulant.
It
You said you could Google, you can't Google.
is nicotine addictive. My brain passed already.
Yes, most smokers use tobacco regularly because of the
Okay, so nicotine is
Addicted
addictive,
to
but nicotine isn't. Other than being addictive, it's not inherently bad for you.
Right.
It's all the other shit that
Yeah.
is put into vapes and cigarettes that is
Right.
really bad for you.
Right.
And just smoking stuff. Like I
Right.
think so. Nicotine gum, yeah, it probably is. It helps you curb your addiction because it has the nicotine in there. But the gum is pretty healthy for you versus smoking tar.
Think
with-
about it. How many people have
your
told you?
nicotine.
How many people have said, other than just thoroughly enjoying smoking a cigar, how many people have said, "Yeah, I'm addicted to cigars"?
Yeah. No
'Cause
one
it's-
really.
Because it's tobacco.
Yeah.
It's pure tobacco leaf
Yeah.
that's rolled tightly so you can smoke it.
Yeah.
The smoke is not inherently good for
No.
you. Obviously, anything going in your lungs like that, smoke is not good
Yeah.
for you. But
But you do, I think, like you do get the nicotine buzz from
Yeah,
cigars. So
100%.
it probably is addictive.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily. You probably do it so infrequently
Yeah.
that it doesn't really matter. Like if you like, you're not going to smoke one cigarette and get addictive.
no,
Like you could even probably smoke like half a pack and not get
Yeah.
addicted to it.
right.
But if you make it a habit, if you smoke cigars every day, eventually you wake up and if you weren't planning on having a cigar that day, you'd probably get a headache or something. Or
Yeah. It's like coffee, though.
Yeah.
Caffeine addiction. Same thing.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. There's no good answer to it.
Yeah. I'm addicted to you.
I'm addicted to meth.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to turn 90 and start smoking meth.
Think you're gonna make it to 90?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
I'm for sure the last one standing.
You're just
I'll have the
clinging-
last laugh.
You're just
That's for
clinging,
sure.
You're clinging on by
Yeah,
a thread.
I will have the last laugh. That's 100% true.
Why does it rain here all the time?
It's like we live in fucking Seattle.
I know,
or
it's
something.
awful.
Like this is our fall.
Summer was rain and fall
Yeah.
is gonna be rain.
We had a week of fall and then it went back to summer and now it's spring again.
Yeah,
It's just
raining.
nothing but rain.